Hello everybody, this is the thejonnymar, and welcome to my walkthrough of Metal Gear Solid 1 for the PlayStation 1. So this is a fantastic game, and it's actually the only game in the Metal Gear Solid series that I've played and beaten more than once. And in fact, the only other game in the series I've beaten is Metal Gear Solid 2. And so this game is going to provide a very unique challenge compared to my previous Let's Plays because of the large number of videos and spoken conversations in the game. And generally, because I like to be quiet during those, I'm going to have to be very tactical about how I interact and react to this game. So I'm up for that challenge though. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. So why don't we get into the first cutscene and enjoy.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by Codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
So I always thought it was weird that his comment for Vulcan Raven was giant and shaman. But whatever. So let's get into a new game here. We can pick the difficulty. I usually play on easy because I'm a wuss, but this time I am going to be playing on normal, which means I'll probably end up dying a lot. Next cutscene.
down a couple of bothersome flies.
I wonder what he meant by bothersome flies. I guess we'll find out. First codec sequence.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
I always wondered about the codec. Is it in his ear, or where exactly is it located? So, all we have on us is a pack of cigarettes and binoculars. As Snake mentioned, everything else is on-site procurement. Now, we can look around in first person, check out this tunnel a little bit, see what we're up against. And this game has always been about more stealth than just run and gun action, so I'm going to be attempting to not be noticed very often by these guards. You'll notice that the camera angle switches when you are up against an object like this wall. So let's sneak up on this guard. You can grab him from behind and choke him out, or actually snap his neck like I did there. And I picked up a ration. So that's used to help heal you. And that is another tactic you can have, is to hit boxes.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
But I don't want to wait. But anyway, you can tap on boxes because the noise will alert guards, like that. And you can pull them off of their usual route. And this is what happens if they see you. So you get a little alert message and then evasion. And here you can actually jump back into the water and use that to avoid the guards. And because we still have our full swimming suit on, our oxygen level goes down fairly slowly. And there's a secret ration buried back here. Now, as you progress through the game, you actually can pick up more and more items. At the beginning, you're kind of limited. As you can see, I'm limited to 2 rations currently, even though there's 3 in this area. So now we just have to kill time until the elevator comes down. Here's another ration. So why don't we do some Hindu swats? A la Final Fantasy VII when we got the platinum wig. And there's our elevator. Took your sweet ass time. And there is a guard on the elevator, so you can't just rush immediately to it. And one interesting thing, of course, is if you run through those puddles, that's another way that guards can hear you. So long, suckers. Mission 1 objective completed. Well, not really. We didn't save anybody, but at least we got on the elevator. Yeah, I guess that stuff would just weigh you down, Snake. I've always loved this dramatic pose that he's gonna have in a second. And my controller is shaking like crazy here. This game does utilize the DualShock rumble feature, so at points throughout the game it does shake like nuts. And there's another one coming up too. Well, I see a ton of places we can hide. But let's get some info from the Colonel.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Yeah, this is the part where the controller is going crazy. And I love the way Snake says, behind D. Now, one of the advantages of playing the original PlayStation version is that the voices are a little bit different. And especially for Naomi in the remake.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
Shameless.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
In the remake for the GameCube,
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of
I'll
vision.
get to it eventually.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Their voices are different. And especially Naomi loses a lot of the emotion.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, Except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
So Naomi loses a bunch of her emotion, and Mei Ling, they got rid of the accent, which is a weird choice. I don't think it's really that bad.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
You never know.
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
Little recon before we get started.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Alright, and now we finally have control of Snake again. So let's use our save mechanic here and call Mei Ling.
What's up, Snake?
Every time you save the game, you do get a little special quote from Mei Ling. So let's see which one she gives us this time.
Snake, remember what the girl said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Shameless. So in my next episode, we will infiltrate the facility. So as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.